Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, Kol Halam La, to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar Kadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. I like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do rule well. I would like to say peace, mercy, and salutations to the hopeful elect, to the 1/3 men, women, and children that believe in this 100% doctrine in all truth and sincerity. All right, this is your brother Malak Tazadak Adawam, and it's a lot of stuff that's going on in the earth, in the world today. And one of the big things that just happened was a earthquake that hit the Philippines. All right, and it was up there, man. I think it was 7.8 on the Richter scale. You know, so I want to bring out this. This is Matthew 24 and verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and we see that's happening. You know, this ongoing, persistent, you know, on and off, ceasefire and peace, and then war, and you know, missiles and drones being launched. You know, back and forth from Iran, Israel, and the U.S. is, you know, Russia and Ukraine, and you know, it's a whole bunch of shit, man. You know, and the water Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai for it, you know. But it's so much shit, it's hard to keep up with it. You know, you run yourself in circles and be dizzy. But yeah, and continuing on, it reads, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So yeah, so getting back to the whole Philippines situation, last time I actually saw anything on it, I think there were about 12 people dead, but that was earlier today, so there's probably more by now. The death toll is definitely going to rise, because they're trying to send in rescue crews to you know, find any signs of life up under the rubble. You know, so time is of the essence. So you know, people are gonna you know, they're bound to die, man, because you know they can't get the aid to them fast enough. But yeah, so I looked up. I asked the question, what is the highest earthquake recorded, you know, to man? It says, and the answer from AI Overview reads, the highest earthquake ever recorded in history had a magnitude of 9.5. This is catastrophic. This catastrophic event, known as the Great Chilean Earthquake. So that's crazy. Yeah, so 9.5. I mean, and we're talking about, you know, the day of the Lord, man. You know, this earthquake is going to top that. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's going to be the great earthquake. You know what I'm saying? You know, knowing the man. So yeah, this struck southern Chile, you know, on May of 1960, man. You know. So yeah, so I think, like I said, the Philippines had a 7.8. So it's up there, man. You know what I mean? Just watching the video was you know, the video on, you know, the buildings and, you know, the infrastructure crumbling, you know what I'm saying, right before people's eyes, man. You know, people up under shit, man, terrified. You know, I think the kids there had their first day back to school from summer break, and that's what they was met with, man. You know, So the Lord ain't playing, man, with you people, man. You know, especially you heathens. You know what I mean? Even though, you know, Jake is heavy, you know what I mean? It's a heavy Israelite foreigner presence over there, you know, because Jake been over there, you know, due to the Vietnam War, and, you know, through you know, the slave trade from the ancient times, from the ancient world. You know, Jake's been scattered, you know. But yeah, what a sight to see, man. You know what I'm saying? 5-10-story building just crumble in front of you, man. That shit alone is terrifying to see. You know, seeing and hearing shit fall. You know what I'm saying? You know, 3 to 5 feet in front of you, man. The Lord ain't playing, man. This world is actually the Lord's playground, man. You know how they say, you know what I'm saying? You know, the devil's playground. The world is the Lord's playground. Like the old song. He's got the whole world in his hand. Literally. It says the earth is his footstool, man. So the Lord is shaking this place up like a snow globe, man. You know what I mean? He does with it whatever he, you know, pleaseth, man. You know, at his leisure. You know, the Lord is not fucking around with you mere mortals, man. But yeah, but it's a whole bunch of shit going on. Like I said, man, you know what I mean, with these different skirmishes, you know, between these people, these nations, these kingdoms, you know, these rulers. And you know, this is ultimately leading up to you know, the day of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The return of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai. All right. And I got Joel 2:30 to 31, and it reads, "And I will shew wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke." Okay, so yeah, so that's where you get your blood moons. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You get your eclipses. You know, you got your chariots, you know, flying about, you know what I'm saying, scaring the living daylights out of, you know, those that have no clue on what they're experiencing. Okay, and rightfully so, man. You people need to be, you people need the bejesus scared out your asses. You know what I'm saying? Because calling on a false deity, a false god, man, that's what you get. Alright? And it says, "The sun shall be turned into darkness," right? Eclipse. "And the moon into blood moons, before the great and the terrible day of the Lord come." God. Oh man, music to my ears. You know, to all the, you know, brothers and, you know, few sisters out there that believe, like, you know what I mean? But this is you know, a terrible day for the heathens. You know what I mean? But it's what? It's the gospel. It's the good news for us. You know? Because this place has nothing for us, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're counted out here. You know what I'm saying? So why should we want this place to continue on? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not our rest. Okay, we can't get no rest here, man. You know? It's always something to fucking do, man. It's always something you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't like you serving the Lord. You know what I'm saying? It says, you know, a man cannot serve two masters, for he will love the one and hate the other. You know? So really, even though in that, you know, in our servitude here as, you know, slaves on the plantation, you know, we hate serving that master. So by default, you know what I'm saying, that's the one we gonna pick. You know what I'm saying? You know, we enjoy, you know what I'm saying, doing right. You know what I'm saying, being just. You know what I'm saying, to the best of our ability. You know what I mean, following the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father and His Son. We love doing those things. You know what I'm saying? So we hate Esau and his queendom. You know what I'm saying? We hate serving him. You know what I'm saying? But it's part of our punishment. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's a good example of a terrible, bad balancing act, man. You know. So yeah, man, this place gotta go, man. Gotta go right now. You know. But yeah, man. But yeah, it's so much going on, man. You got the AI data centers, man. You know, and it's just, you know, furthering the whole belief that you know, it's gonna turn into some Terminator shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, cause these AI you know, these data centers are being set up all across the country, and it's being put in you know, you people's backyard, man. You know, there's people being threatened, you know what I'm saying, you know, to give up parts of their land or face what? I just had it in my head. Where Esau can seize your property, eminent domain, Slacky. Yeah, so Esau can just take your shit from you, man. If you you know, don't take the bag from him, man. You know, for whatever it is that he want, you know, or you know, he could just take it from you, man. He ain't gotta give you shit. Yeah, it's terrible, man. This place is you know, a false sense of stability, man. You know what I mean? Ain't shit here guaranteed but death and taxes. You know? But yeah, these AI centers is wreaking havoc. The noise pollution alone. Okay, people's energy bills are being increased because the data centers is requiring it's one in Wisconsin I was just watching earlier, and it was saying that to power that shit, you know what I mean, it's taking the energy that you would have to run the city of Philadelphia, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that one in particular, it was I think 500 football fields fucking big, man. So that's insanity, man. You know what I mean? And that's just one. And they're spending billions of dollars on these places. You know, I think they said Trump within his second day in office, he signed on a bill for these data centers to be you know, put in place. I forgot what it was called. It was called Stargate or something. So that lets you know that, you know what I'm saying, these technological facilities are being built. The infrastructure is being built to further what? Esau's long arm reach, you know what I'm saying, of what? The law, because he's going to implement by law what? That you people receive your chocolate chips. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you can dig what I'm putting down, man. You know. So yeah, so it's just to further his ability to play God. You know what I'm saying? To utilize, you know, his all-seeing eye to basically keep tabs on you people, man. You know. So yeah, man. This place is This place is set up, man, to usher in, you know, a new way of living, if you know what I mean. The N to the W to the O. You know what I mean? And it's all kind of different acts of violence that's going on around the world. They got the new George Floyd incident that happened in Ireland. You know, another Jake got his neck nailed on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? By the Scottish guards. You know what I mean? Great Scots! But you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think he was a Hamite. I'm not for sure. But, you know, hey, you know what I'm saying? Some of them Jake, but, you know, they think they us. So, you know, they want to dub it as, you know, a George Floyd incident. You know what I'm saying? It resembles that. But, so they're over there protesting in Ireland. So yeah, it's a bunch of stuff going on, man. It's hard to keep up with it, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't even bat your eye, man. You might, you know, blink and miss something. You know what I mean? But yeah, this place is, you know, destined to burn, baby, burn. But yeah, it's heavy, man. But the Lord is definitely making his rounds. Okay, this is Luke 21, verse 25 and 26, and it reads, "And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth, distress of nations." You see that? Distress of nations. These nations are distressed. Okay, what is the name? Vladimir Zelensky. That man is stressed. He is stressing. I think he just made his rounds, you know, across the NATO, you know, asking for help, asking for, you know, military aid, man. You know what I mean? Once again, you know, and those drones is really, you know what I'm saying, the new frontier of how these wars is being waged. You know, they're inexpensive, they're quicker to make. I was just watching this one video. They were going into speaking with a Ukrainian drone specialist, and they were, I think they said that they were able to destroy I think 5 or 10 Russian warships with a small, like sailboat size drone, because they got boat drones too. So yeah, these drones is equipped. Basically, it's a flying explosive, man. Some of them have guns on them. You know what I'm saying? You know, big guns, big caliber. You know what I'm saying? Big bores. You know what I'm saying? Got them big bore guns. Them big boy guns, man. You know what I'm saying? Put a hole in you the size of a motherfucking manhole and shit. So yeah, man. Great Eureka, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, this shit is you know, it's eye-opening, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, the type of adversity, you know, people are going to face, man. You know what I mean? Due to, you know, AI, robotic soldiers, you know what I'm saying? Devil dogs, you know what I'm saying? Robotic dogs, you know, hounds of hell, hounds from, you know what I mean? The Baskerville hounds from hell. You know, but yeah, you know, we know hell is a condition, but it's gonna be hellish-like conditions, man, when these weapons of war are gonna be unleashed. You know what I'm saying? On you unequipped, unarmed, you know, citizens of the world. You know what I mean? So yeah, the day of the Lord is a terrible, dreadful day, you know. But yeah, continuing on, and it says, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, okay? So that's going into what? With those earthquakes, what does earthquakes ultimately cause? They cause tsunamis, okay? So there's going to be big ass, you know what I'm saying, the Red Sea, Moses parting the Red Sea type of walls of waves crashing down on you people, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think in the Philippines, they were actually on high alert for, you know, a tsunami watch, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the Lord ain't nothing to play with, man. The Lord ain't nothing to play with, man. This is his playground. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this is like a scene off of you know, out of the movie Godzilla, man. You know, they had those you know, those old school Godzilla movies. You can tell that it's a fake reenactment or build of a mock city. And you know, you see Godzilla crashing through the city of Tokyo, but you know what I'm saying, it's obviously man-made. You know what I mean? It's not an actual city, and you can see it. You know what I'm saying? But this is how this place is to the Lord, man. It's like you just, you know, looking at a Lego play set city. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got those Lego play sets where, you know, you got the Eiffel Tower, you know what I mean? You know, you got different cities that, you know, they built. But, you know, the point is that the Lord is stirring up, you know what I'm saying? You know, all these catastrophic events, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Men's hearts failing them for fear. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Them people was going out of their wits end, man. Over there in the Philippines, man, seeing them buildings drop, man. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. And imagine being inside one of them. As the 10th floor is now on the first floor, and you up under it. That shit don't drop your ass down in the basement. You know what I'm saying? Or how they say, up under the jail. Now you go up under the basement. You know what I'm saying? Looking like one of the people from under the stairs. You know, this shit crazy, man. You know what I mean? The Lord ain't nothing to play with, man. You know what I'm saying? The king of terrors, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a Godzilla, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is the true king of terrors, man. I'm here to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, you know. And it says, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, all right? So that's the prophets, man. You know what I'm saying? We're looking after those things which are coming on the earth. We're looking forward to them. Okay? All right, we're keeping watch. We're seeing, you know what I'm saying? We're already privy to what's happening and what's going to happen. Okay? So we're just tallying in off the list. Okay, check. Boom. Okay, this prophecy is being fulfilled. Okay? It was destined to come. So now we're just looking for the next one. Okay? And it says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. You see there? So yeah, so that you people that are in rulership, you are in your heavens. Okay? So it's going to be shaking, man. Okay? Alright? The sky is falling. Alright? The sky is literally going to fall on you fuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. This is heavy, man. This is deep, man. Yes, sir. But it's a beautiful day, man. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Okay, this is Zechariah 14:13, and it reads, "And it shall come to pass in that day," what day is that? The day of the Lord, right? "That a great tumult from the Lord shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor." Right. So all these things that are happening, you know, on a world, you know, the world forum, you know what I'm saying, on the world scale, is going to come down to a model scale, to your local neighborhood, man. Okay, because there's a lot of shit that's going on over here in these major wars that have been talked about, and some hasn't been talked about. But a lot of these different groups, these military groups, are you know, kicking doors in, man. You know what I'm saying? They're raping the women. All right, they're taking whatever spoil there is they want. You know what I'm saying? So this is coming to